For top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sport coming to you live from the studio of Power365 FM. My name is James Oluwadurotimiaremu. Alright, we're still on the international break, and if you look at your time, our time is fast spent. Well, it's not my fault. Actually, it's not anybody's fault. You know, the network has been, doing the topsy-turvy stuff. Okay, the lineup for the Super Eagles game is out. And Alexander Iwobi is the only change in that team. Okay, let me give you the full lineup. Okay, in between the middle of the sticks, Stanley Uwabali as the number one goalkeeper. William Trust Ekong is the team captain. Semi Ajayi, Kabe Bassi, Ola Aino. These are the back fours. And in the middle of the pack, we have Bruno Oyema Eche, Wilfred Ndidi, Dele Bashiru. Those are the midfielders. And up front, we have Samuel Chukwueze, Ademola Lukman, and Victor Boniface. The three of them up front. Yeah, here is the lineup for the Super Eagles team that will be playing against the Wasp of Rwanda in Kigali at the Amahoro Stadium this afternoon. So what are you expecting in that game today? Well, as for me, I'm not expecting anything less than victory. I mean, victory differs. We have one new victory, we have two new victory, we have 2-1 victory. But me, with what happened against Benin Republic, although that was at home, that was at the Uyo Stadium, I'm expecting anything no more than probably 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 upward, just to go difference. Either 2-0, 3-1, 4-2, Rwanda, they will capitalize on playing at home in front of their own fans. And for a while, Rwanda have not been playing at home. Yeah, this is the first time they will be playing on their refurbished Amahoro Stadium in Kigali. So let's see what's going to happen in that game. But I wish the Super Eagles, I wish the boys well. All right, talking about head-to-head and recent form. Well, in the last 5 games, because today makes it the 6th time Rwanda and Nigeria will be facing each other. In the last 5 games, Rwanda is yet to beat Nigeria because they've played 5 times and Nigeria managed to win 2 and they drew just 3. Yeah, be it home and away. And this is the 3rd time they'll be playing at the AFCON qualifiers. AFCON qualifiers. This is the 3rd time. The last 2 games ended in favor of Nigeria. Let me say the last 2 games, Nigeria won 1 and they drew the other, and that was in June 2012. And Rwanda as a nation, they've been to the AFCON just more. They've never been to the AFCON just more than once. Yeah, they were the AFCON in 2004, and after 2004, Rwanda have been trying all their best, to come back to the AFCON. Talking about the Africa tournament, the CAF tournament, but it has not been happening. Let's see what's going to happen next year. Talking about 2025 edition of AFCON that will happen in Morocco, and the boss, talking about AFCON boss Spittler, is saying he will do all he can, especially capitalizing on playing at home so that they can get something out of today's game, even if it's just a point. Well, Nigeria, they are having 3 points at the moment, 3.3 goals, being the number 1 on the table. Libya and Rwanda are behind Nigeria. Rwanda on the 2nd spot, Libya on the 3rd spot, Benin Republic sitting at the bottom of the table. Anyone that wins the game goes to the 1st position. If Rwanda wins the game today, they will be on 4 points and they will be occupying the number 1 spot. If Nigeria wins today's game, 6 points, and they will be sitting top. Lowly at the top, something like that. So we're expecting our boys to do well, so they will not have to, bring out calculators and start doing some little mathematics or some kind of equation using almighty formula, or doing angle of elevation or angle of depression. Angle of elevation and angle of whatever. So that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show properly. Well, for those that are asking which channel, when the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Rwanda will not be on TV, Science of the Super Eagles, although they were able to watch the 3-0 win over Benin last Sunday. However, SuperSport did not obtain the right for the game in Kigali. This will leave supporters glued to their phones looking for clips and updates from the match. Interim coach of Nigeria, Osine Iguafon, has already released a certain lineup already, like I said, and I read that out. Iguafon stuck with the same 3-4-3 formation, but replaced Alexander Iwobi with Fisayo Dele Bashiru, that Lazio player. Or let me say, a sport player that was loaned to Lazio. The Eagles will be looking to establish control of Group D with maximum point against Rwanda. Well, if the Super Eagles manage to win today's game, all they need is 2 wins, and they are up. They've justified what they need to do to be at the AFCON at Morocco next year. Well, let me give you a clue for those that want to watch the game. You can check on score808.tv. I'm not quite okay. Just try score808.tv. If that's not working, try score808.com. Try those two: score808.tv or score808.com. When it's 2 o'clock on the dot, like when it's exactly 2 p.m. on the dot, just put it up to score808.tv or score808.com. If that is not working for you, you can download CNF app on your Play Store. Just go to your Play Store, download CNF app. You should be able to see the match there, or just stick to Twitter. the X app. Probably you might be lucky to see a link, or you can follow me on Twitter. X. Just search for Neyogunners, NEYOGUNNERSZ. You might be chance to get a link, but if I send a link, I promise to retweet. So if you're following me, you get a retweet. All right, that's for those that are looking for means of seeing that match, Nigeria versus Rwanda. Well, Super Eagles caretaker coach. Okay. For those that did not start the show with us, again, we are going with the 3-4-3 formation, and Stanley Wabali will be in goal, with Captain William Troost-Ekong, Semi Ajayi, Kaveh Bassey keeping their position in central defense. Now, the likes of Olaino and Oyema Echi will once again operate as wing backs. Now, In the middle of the park, we're going to have Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Lazio player, who is preferred ahead of Alexander Iwobi for today's game. Fisayo Dele Bashiru will partner with Fred Ndidi in the midfield. Victor Boniface will once again lead the attack. He will be supported by Ademola Lookman and Samuel Chukwueze. Okay, that's the lineup once again. Alright, before the kickoff game, different things happen at Kigali. The Rwanda head coach Thorsten Frank Spittler has revealed that the country's policemen stopped his team from going to the training pitch ahead of their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON qualifier with Nigeria on Tuesday. Spittler expressed his dissatisfaction with the poor conditions his team faced ahead of their clash with the Super Eagles at Stade Amahoro in Kigali. According to him, their training session started late because they were delayed by the Rwanda police. Speaking at his press briefing on the eve of the match with the Super Eagles, Spittler told reporters, "We have a very difficult match coming up, and we are even creating our own problems here in the country." According to him, he says, "Yesterday we were not allowed to go to the training pitch and we were stopped by our own police coming late to the field 30 minutes. We had to carry equipment for several hundred meters because we couldn't park near the field." That was Rwanda coach complaining about how his team were delayed. Alright, so talking about the Super Eagles, Sport Minister Owo John Eno says that German tactician Bruno Labbadia working out on the Super Eagles after he was appointed ahead of the team is very embarrassing and regrettable. Wow. According to the minister, said the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) announced the appointment of Labbadia only for the former German international to inform the media in his country a few days later that he would not manage the Super Eagles. Eno said he sought an explanation from the NFF over the issue. According to him, said this was very embarrassing and regrettable. I immediately get across to the NFF on this and asked why go public on an appointment of a coach when you guys have not concluded. I mean, their defense is that they got a commitment from the coach on this. Osino Iguafo is currently in charge of the Super Eagles on an interim capacity. All right, let's leave the Super Eagles stuff aside. Let's talk about the MPFL, where a game happened last night. I believe you must have listened to the result from Sport Brief. Well, should the case you missed Sport Brief, Lobby Stars and Aqua United played a new draw. Yeah, yesterday. Now let's look at the table. Let's look at the standing order of the MPFL as we speak. Kano Pillars are occupying the top spot, number 1 spot, lowly at the top, 3 points, but Kano Pillars are not lowly at the top. The Sunshine Stars is behind Kano Pillars with the same point, 3 points. Yimba third on the log, 3 points. Remo Stars 3 points, and they are 4th on the table. Niger Tornadoes 3 points, 5th on the table. Plateau United 3 points, 6th on the table. That means from number 1 spot to number 6, they have 3 points each. While from number 7 spot to number 14, the 14th spot, they have 1 point. Yeah, from 7th spot to the 14th spot, 1 point each. Let's not forget, number 1 to 6, they have 3 points each. Alright? Shooting Stars, for those asking, Shooting Stars are currently occupying the 8th position with just a point. 8th position, just a point. They are just two points adrift to the top 4. So let's see what happens in the other game. Let's not forget that Nasarawa United and Shooting Stars played our new draw. And as I speak, Nasarawa United are occupying 7th, 1 point. Shooting Stars 8th position, 1 point as well. So that's the latest with the MPFL standing. Now talking about the MPFL. Kwara United have apologized to the club supporters for their match day 1 defeat to Niger Tornadoes in Ilorin. The Harmony Boys suffered a 2-1 defeat against the Ikon Allah Boys at the Kwara State Sport Complex. The general manager of the club, Bashar Badawi, expressed his remorse over the setback. Badawi pledged that the technical staff would meticulously address the areas of weakness and strive to reclaim their winning form. He also encouraged supporters not to relent in the discharge of their primary responsibility to the team. Kwara United will take all academic warriors in their next league game. Alright, so talking about the MPFL. Nasarawa United head coach Kabiru Dogo has called for more support for the team. Kabiru Dogo believes the support will aid the team's push for success in the Nigeria Premier Football League this season. That's the MPFL. He commended his players for their performance in Sunday's 1-1 draw with Shooting Stars. Nasarawa United, we need more of such support from the supporters and fans to succeed as the season wears on. That was Kabiru Dogo talking to Nasarawa United media. According to him, he says, I love the atmosphere. The reception we got from the fans was overwhelming. I'm full of praises for my boys as they put in their best, but came short in terms of experience. For me, I would say 3SC we're just lucky in the game, because if you look at the number of chances we failed to convert compared to the Shooting Stars and they scored one rather, you will agree with me that experience played a key role in them getting a point. That was Kabiru Dogo pouring out his mind concerning the game that happened over the weekend. Alright, back to the Super Eagles talk. Super Eagles defender William Troost Ekong has rated the Rwanda national team as high. William Troost Ekong has rated the Rwanda national team high as both teams straight tackles in the 2025 AFCON qualifying group D tie at Amahoro Stadium in Kigali. Nigeria faced Rwanda in their second match in nothing less than 17 minutes. Well, according to Tekong, he says there's nothing much to say other than that we are here for a purpose. Our target is 3 points, and we have spoken among ourselves on the imperative of going hard for it from the first blast to the referee's whistle. It's going to be a tough game because Rwanda have a good team and got a point from their first match. We must not relent throughout the 90 minutes. Rwanda forced Libya's Mediterranean Knights to a 1-1 draw in Tripoli in their first game of the series last Thursday, and have had more days to recover ahead of the clash against Nigeria. The 3-0 win in Uyo marked Ekong's return to the team following his heroics at the AFCON, and he has also described their perfect start in the qualifiers as their first step towards returning to the tournament in Morocco next year. The 31-year-old was the tournament's most valuable player at the 2023 edition played earlier this year in Ivory Coast. Rwanda are also Nigeria's group. They are also in Nigeria's group rather, the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, and both teams are still going to clash in subsequent international windows. Let's not forget, at the beginning of this show, I gave you the start, the head-to-head, and what to expect from these two nations. Okay, let's talk about 1PFL before we go foreign. Well, the Nigeria Premier Football League is back for another season, right? The razzmatazz of match day 1 has set the tone for what to expect this season. But let's take a look at the top moment that defined the first 10 games, even after I've rolled out the standings, like our teams stood on the table. Now let's talk about the wins. We had just 3 away wins. I never said 3 wins, but 3 away wins. But is there any... Okay, is there a better way? Is there a better way to start the season than saying 3 solid wins on the road, with 2 of them coming in derbies? Okay, you say I'm lying. All right, 9-time champions Enyimba made a statement. Emmanuel Amunike at the Dan Ayim Stadium. In nearby Umaya, Abia Warriors also fell 2-0 against Daniel Ogumodede is not around. Remo Stars did well in his absence. It was not pleasant welcome for Emmanuel Amunike to the MPFL dugout, like I said. Okay, new season, same Odiji. You know what I mean? New season, same Odiji. Monday Odiji. Okay, let's talk about Monday Odiji. There seems to be no separating Ben into its furious element and requested to be. The three also defenders simply got the ball during the tackle, but the referee adjudged the incident to be a foul. If only the MPFL had a VAR, the referee could have had the benefit of a replay and avoided controversy. Now let's talk about the first goal of the season and also the champions Enugu Rangers and Academic Warriors. Yeah, after the game failed to produce a goal on Saturday, the 31st of August, and a win over Katsina United in Jos. Yeah, that was the first goal of the season. Meanwhile, the first goal of the season might be a penalty, but there was another superb goal by Sabiu Ibrahim of Niger Tornadoes, which could easily pass for goal of the week and one of the top goal of the season contender, which beat Kora goalkeeper Suraj Ayelosho. Another beauty of the goal was also hitting the side of the crossbar before bouncing over the goal line. Okay. Oh my goodness, our time is fast spent. So now let me talk about. There are two set of players right now in the MPFL. We talk about the younger, promising ones, and also the old player. The older the wine, you know. In terms of individual performance, several players turned up on Sunday, and two of them player Promise Awoshomi of Sunshine Stars and 43-year-old Kano Pillars captain Rabi Ali. 43, yeah, you heard me right. In Ijebu-Ode, the adopted home ground of Sunshine Stars, Awoshomi was the central figure, providing an assist and scoring a free kick to help Kennedy Boboye's side to a 3-0 win over Baessa United. Similarly, the ageless Ali, who scored 2 goals, including a free kick, as Kano Pillars welcomed newcomers Ikorodu City to the MPFL with a 3-0 thrashing in Katsina United. So those were the defining moments of the MPFL, talking about the match they won for the 2024-2025 season. Well, in 10 minutes, the Super Eagles game starts. And let's not forget, the Waps of Rwanda are yet to win a game against Nigeria. Now let's talk about Victor Moses. That name rings about, right? Skybet Championship Club, Luton Town, have announced the signing of former Nigerian international Victor Moses, the 33-year-old joined the Atas on a permanent transfer. After subjecting to international clearance, Moses severed ties with Russia club Sparta Moscow earlier this summer following the expiration of his contract. The winger has also had stints with Wigan Athletic, Chelsea, Liverpool and Inter Milan. Moses was part of Chelsea's squad that won the Europa League in the 2012-2013 season under Rafa Benitez. I'm very pleased and honored to be at his club, and I just can't wait to get going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Luton Town are back to the Championship football. Alright, quickly let's talk about other sports. Who allegedly set his girlfriend Rebecca Chapetegei on fire. Dixon Ndema is also dead. You know, I read it out yesterday that Chapetegei is dead and there are plans ongoing for her burial. Now the boyfriend who set Chapetegei on fire is also confirmed dead. Ndema died on Monday from burns sustained during the attack on the Ugandan athlete. It will be recorded that Ndema had doused Chapetegei in a petrol and set her ablaze while she was returning to her house from church in western Trans Nzoia County in Nairobi on the 1st of September. The 33-year-old athlete suffered burns covering 75% of her body and was being treated at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in Eldoret City. However, the attack affected several organs in her body, which ultimately led to her death. Now the boyfriend is dead too because he also suffered enough burns to destroy some of his organs as well.
Bye.
The female junior D Tigress, the female basketball team, the under 18, Nigeria Junior D Tigers will today take on Uganda for their second game of the 2024 FIBA Afro Basketball Under-18 Championship starting at 11:30 at Rebrand Hall of University of Pretoria in South Africa. Okay, that game must have ended. Alright, talking about tennis, Jack Draper is set to join up with the Great Britain Davis Cup squad on Tuesday and is working hard to get fit after picking up what he called a niggle at the US Open. Draper, just 22 years of age, lost to Yannick Sinner in a physically demanding US Open semi-final in New York on Friday. That's good for Yannick Sinner. Alright, quickly, let's do technical partner was announced yesterday at the team's Formula 1 base at Silverstone. Then regarded as the greatest Formula 1 designer in history, has also become an Aston Martin shareholder. The team did not initially reveal the length of the deal, but BBC Sport confirmed it that it's a 5-year contract worth up to a possible £30 million a year, including bonuses and add-ons. Well, the figure, barring Dutchman Max Verstappen and the British pair of Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris, is believed to be more than all the drivers are earning. Wow. Well, according to business magazine Forbes, then we will only be behind Rory McIlroy and Tyson Fury in terms of other British sporting figures. Alright, we're back to football, but let's start with the international scene. Become just the 10th man to make 100 England appearances when the Free Lions face Finland in the Nations League at the Wembley Stadium tonight. The 31-year-old made his debut in 2015 and is country's all-time top scorer with 66 goals in 99 games. So good one for Harry Kane, as he's also looking to score. That was according to Harry Kane. Alright, referee. The referee that referred the match between Arsenal and Brighton and Hove Albion, talking about Chris Kavanagh, was right to send the Clarice off. To send the Clarice off in Arsenal's draw with Brighton. The key match Internet panel has ruled. The board, which reviews the big refereeing decisions in the Premier League each week, agreed that the midfielder would have been dismissed. Rice, who was already on booking, pushed the ball away from Joao Veltman as he prepared to take a free kick in the 49 minutes of Arsenal's 1-1 draw with Brighton last weekend. It was the first red card of the England star's career, with the panel agreeing his actions were clear, deliberate, and impactful, and the second yellow card was correct. The panel, which unanimously backed the decision, wrote, Rice knows what he's doing. It's a gentle touch, but once the referee sees it, he has no choice. So Arsenal fans just have to take heart. Alright. Brazil head coach Dorival Jr. has predicted that his team will play in the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Selecao last won the title in 2002 when they beat host Germany in the final. By 2026, it would have been 24 years since the South American last won the title. Brazil is the most successful nation in the history of the World Cup, having won 5 titles. Any second place, third place, and fourth place finishes twice each. Dorival Jr. has expressed his confidence they will come close again in 2 years. Never say never. Alright, Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard was spotted on crutches boarding a flight back to the UK on Tuesday. Odegaard sustained an ankle injury while away on international duty with Norway. The midfielder picked up an injury following a slight tackle from Christoph Bagnagna. He could be seen in tears as he was taken off 67 minutes into their 2-1 win over Austria on Monday. Odegaard has now travelled back to London, where he will be assessed by Arsenal club doctors. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta will be hoping for a positive diagnosis ahead of his Sunday North London derby at Tottenham Hotspur. Well, Real Madrid Okay, Real Madrid is pleasantly surprised that Kylian Mbappe is totally different to club legend Cristiano Ronaldo. The La Liga club finally landed Mbappe this summer after many years of pursuit. As a free agent, the 25-year-old joined Real Madrid after his contract with Paris Saint-Germain ran out. Mbappe has, however, delivered a mixed bag since his arrival with a goal on debut in the UEFA Super Cup, followed by a run of 3 matches without finding the target at the start of the league campaign, but he opened his account in the Spanish top flight when bagging a brace against Real Betis. A club source has told the Athletics of Mbappe's start in Spain has it been as idyllic as reported? No, but it has been a tragedy or something to worry about either. It as would expect, an adaptation to team that has changed a lot and in which he has to find his place, and he's doing that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go. I'm sorry. My name is James Olowadro Timeremu. Catch you tomorrow. Don't forget, time is okay. It's time. It's kickoff time for Nigeria versus Rwanda. Let's go there.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM.